Hi, welcome to JadeKine Gaming. My name is Adam, here with the 19th session of the New Divines Dungeons & Dragons campaign. We have Eric as Stan, Austin as Rolfur, David as Terry, Ryan as Billy, and Bob as the old man, formerly known as John.
My name's John.
Was it John Smith, the person
John
that never goes
Doe.
by John Smith?
No, John Doe.
John Doe, the person that...
Yeah, have you met him?
No, I've only ever met the old man. That's why I changed it to say the old man. Okay, last time, the party mostly signed a contract not to usurp power from the others. Mostly. Finished setting things up for the Clock Tower Temple School and the upcoming Divine play. I feel like there's been a Divine play. No, I must have made that up originally. Then y'all arranged travel to the Great City for tomorrow morning. We ended late in the evening, day 64.
Stub my toe.
Don't stub your toe.
What the hell?
Well, that would have been useful before I stubbed my toe. Now you're just being mean.
You just stayed and sat down. Come on. So it's late in the evening.
Saturday morning was what you said that we.
Tomorrow morning
Tomorrow.
is when you leave.
Okay.
I do not have days of week assigned here.
Okay.
Why not?
Because I'm doing well enough to keep track of
that.
This is day 64 since God's hit the earth.
So that'll be day 65.
Yep.
A Thursday.
It's always a Thursday.
It's always Thursday. Is it Thursday yet?
Always.
Always Thursday.
Alright. Anyone do anything, say, overnight?
Yeah, I want to do something.
Oh, okay.
I wish to go and locate William, the man who will be taking the teaching position for my spot in the temple school.
Okay. You know enough about him to find him, yeah?
Okay. So I go and visit him.
Mm-hmm.
I greet him. And I just wanted to tell him that, so at the temple school, we've recently come in contact with the God of Order, who's named Garadane. And he's done some work over there and has put his tenants on the plaque. The thing that I wanted to impart to William here was that he will be able to run his classroom any way that he wants. If the other gods or Garadane himself suggests standardizing the curriculum or any such thing, he's fully within his right to ignore it. And he can basically go ahead and just teach his class however he wants. And that if he has any problems, he can just get in contact with me.
So you basically tell him, you don't need any rules.
No.
Do what's necessary. Come up with your own rules. Be imaginative.
Yeah, basically. And it's just like, yeah, you come up with your own standards. If they try to enforce them on you, you are not beholden to them. Just telling that from me to you, in case somebody tries to tell you otherwise.
Yeah. Which it makes sense. Garadane, order. But yeah, okay, I can get it. I laugh because it's right after your I'm not agreeing with paperwork.
Exactly. So
You know, I was planning maybe to come up with some sort of big villain for the campaign, but I think you'll do.
I go around prophetizing for the night, and does Dave want to pull him on later again?
I actually wanted to ask you about that. Rather than doing a one night, like an all-nighter proselytizing, how do you feel about working together on crafting up some holy symbols for our church?
Sure, why not?
Well, so we'll spend the night making silver holy symbols for people in the church. I don't remember. I don't remember how much a silver holy symbol actually costs. I should look that up.
It's like 25 gold, isn't it?
Yep, I think something like that.
Do you actually have to have the silver? I forget how your magic works. Or...
Well, I can convert metal to metal. Yeah, I'll just drop 50 silver, or 50 gold, and we'll make custom holy symbols for our 2 teachers.
All right.
It actually depends on what type of holy symbol it is. They all seem to fee 5 gold, though.
No, 5 gold. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll drop to 10. Well,
Fancy.
Make one for everybody.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Since let's see, that's 6, 8 that's in the group now, or is it 9?
Maybe we teach at the school.
8 that I think are reflected directly, because Alice specifically brought in 2 to help her with what she was doing.
Okay. So 8 by 5 is 45.
She quite
so we'll
specifically went. The reason that the other 2 deities are there is she dreamed one over because she figured out what she needed to do, what she wanted.
Well, Terry really wants a second pair of eyes to help him with making these symbols, to make sure that it's not just his own bias crafting them.
So do you know what the other deities want their symbols to be?
No idea, but we have. Well, okay. Let me rephrase that. I have no idea. Terry probably has a pretty good idea, but he still wants some general input.
Old man, have you had anyone in the group know what your holy symbol is? You are muted.
That was pretty
not
funny,
even
though.
A little bit. I have given out quite a few of them, though. So,
Well,
yeah.
So what does his holy symbol end up being?
Well,
Then it looks like we're just making a few then.
yeah, I'm
Could
thinking
be
just like a literal.
Austin.
Yeah, I'm thinking a literal statue of like you know how like they've depicted Odin with like the cloaked old man. I'm literally thinking tiny statues of like that for the old man.
I'm thinking of Fusilli Jerry.
You already have black market holy symbols floating about. That's perfect for the old man.
But either way, we make
I'm
one.
both proud and disappointed.
Either way, we make one for everybody, and just silver holy symbols. And I mean, Eric, if you want to also like go around and like get more information, that's fine too. But like, really, he does like Terry wants help with designing.
So
Whatever.
Terry and Stans get theirs designed the way they want. Everyone else is too busy sleeping. All right. Well, you make.
Can I make a luck check to see how close they are?
Sure. It's 1 overall.
1 overall. Okay.
So cannot do a limited time boost because it's basically over the evenings,
Gotcha.
the night's process.
Okay, so we've got. So I can't use any spells to buff it. That's what you're saying.
unless they're supposed to would last for like 6 hours at least.
Does enhance ability have a long duration?
Hour.
Yeah. Whatever.
Hour. Well, I got it twice a day, so I've given it around once already. Okay, so no, he says no. Okay. So we have. It's not bad. That's 17 plus 4 is 21 plus 4 is 25. So pretty damn good luck check.
Okay.
I'm pretty happy with that.
Not too bad. And I think some folks don't actually have theirs designed yet.
Yeah, so I'm pretty.
Like, if you're looking at me, I already have one. I can't remember which way I'm supposed to be in the video.
You're in the right spot.
Yeah, but I know, but the grid's different on my screen than it is on the actual videos.
Yeah.
If
I don't know
look
what you're
this
talking
way, I'm
about.
looking right at you, Austin.
I'm looking right at you too. I mean, there's nothing.
Like if you're curious, the fan behind you is cropped out.
Oh, well, there you go.
There's a fan behind him?
Yes.
I
It's
mean,
running right now.
Oh, my internet cut out. My bad.
the fans are usually behind him, but you know.
Yeah.
Supporting him all the way. Anyone else do anything, or y'all just sleep?
Nah,
That's pretty good.
just dream people and then go to sleep.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got everything set up I need set up.
Do you dream anyone specific, or are you just encouraging followers?
Just encouraging followers. I got spell slots.
Yeah, I don't have anyone contact me via prayer, do I?
I don't think that's ever happened to me.
You regularly get normal prayers, people going through things. Not necessarily a desperate cry or anything, so.
You get anything local overnight? Helping David?
No. Otherwise, we will hop on to day 65. The day of leaving Nexin.
Excuse me.
I let everybody know that that Stan and I made holy symbols for all of our teachers.
Mine already has one.
Huh.
I'll take a look at what you've made.
You did all right.
See what you made me.
You did all right.
Yeah. It's
my
the
holy
it's the
symbol.
cloaked man, but it has the theater masks like you turn it backwards to forwards, and it's the different masks. So it's like it's got he lucked out.
I'm like, you're close. This is my holy symbol. Put it back under the onesie. Or actually, I let it go.
He doesn't know what's going under a onesie. It goes into your shirt. It looks like a normal shirt.
No, I let go of the holy symbol. It hits my chest and it goes, and it gets sucked in. Like it looks like the shirt comes out and grabs it and pulls it in.
And you made them out of silver?
Yep.
And it's just like turn around this little whatever sprocketed orb thing in my hand.
I don't know, just Stan and I just kind of agreed it felt right.
Yes. No, my holy symbol is the everlasting gobstopper.
Typically just made out of candy.
Yeah, and it's like typically it's just made out of
Candy.
this, but whatever.
This
You
won't
know-
last ever.
To be fair, a 5 gold piece of candy better last forever.
Yeah, it's just like press the
With gold
digitation,
prices
it's
where
got
they are right
flavor.
now.
But yeah, so we can do that for the teachers and are basically ready to head off. Ooh, can I pick up a? No, actually, no. There's nothing that I can pick up that I wouldn't know. So we're good. Yeah.
So, the headmaster that I hired, who's also going to be a UI teacher.
Yep.
I go ahead and give him the full breadth of my power. So he gets both my piety bonus and the casting disguise self and advantage against being charmed.
Okay, yeah. You choose him as one of those.
Which he doesn't really need the disguise self since he's one of mine.
But it's
like,
something that he can show off without showing what he could actually.
Yeah.
If anything, it's a thing that he can show how he can do and explain where he got it from if someone catches him in what he can actually do.
Well, the advantage against being charmed is really, that's where the juice is. That's a good one.
But, otherwise, anyone trying to hurry in anything before the ship?
I mean, I've
Nope.
got Fireball a few times.
Why? Why, David? Why?
Wants to leave a lasting impression on the city.
Yeah, it would certainly be lasting. Family shattered.
Thank you for your hospitality, and in return, I cook you all.
I guess I just double check with Zachariah, see if he needs anything before we head out.
Yeah, no, he's waiting on the docks with probably a backpack and rolls tied as large as him. From seeing his place, you gather he probably literally just has packed up everything he owns onto his back.
Would spending any more programmed illusions improve the place anymore, or is that all just basically done?
It's basically done.
Okay. Basically trying to figure out if I have 6 level spell slots when we're leaving or not.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, which reminds me. Why don't we programmed illusion? Wait, can you put a programmed illusion on a person? Or an object? Or does it have to be a location?
I don't know. An idea for a programmed illusion is that we have some fanfare if we return.
Like, what I'm thinking is like...
Location is the surface of the object.
What if we have programmed illusions for, like, halos and, like, divine, like, glory and stuff that we could just kind of pull out at the drop of a hat? Like, 30 seconds of just, like... Ah!
I mean,
Yes, it has to be on a location within range of the spell cast.
Damn.
So you can't put it on a person.
Can I Arcana it?
That.
Wait, what?
I can already do that.
How do you do that?
I've got a permanent major image around me that I can I've got the ability to manipulate illusions that are already in progress.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But
That's one of my divine powers.
So can I Arcana it to be on a person?
I mean, you can just start covering the land in it where a person is there, they can do it.
That's so not helpful.
Just area by area, permanent the entire world. How's that not work? Just takes a while.
Yeah, usually it's just something that you do in the moment.
Well, I mean, programmed illusion isn't something you just do in the moment. It's
Don't you have another, just like a lower, like normal illusion?
Do you have major image?
No,
oh, okay.
I do not. I have minor image.
I could cast it.
I mean, I think minor image can do that as long as it's just the halo or just.
Yeah, you could do a minor illusion of like a halo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, that doesn't help everyone.
No.
Let's say
I
that.
could do that though.
Yeah, let's say that Rolfur is doing his thing in a place, and someone comes in and be like, "You're not supposed to be here. This is a restricted area." And then he goes, "Oh, I'm the god of knowledge," or whatever. And then they're like, "Oh,
and then they shoot him.
God.
No, the correct answer is if it's me, I ask them what their name is, and then I find the closest relative and bring them back.
I mean, that is really effective. But the point is,
I go and find like an angry ant and make them finger at him.
Well,
you were supposed to marry that nice girl from down the road.
Adam, get me. Okay, riddle me this then. While we're traveling, can I work on a way to alter programmed illusion so that it can work on a willing person?
Well, Adam, you're right. This is going to take a while.
It's a yes or no question. The answer is yes.
Or no.
Unless it's no.
The solution would be a magic item. It would be.
That's expensive.
But it works.
And also, it's something to be like, that's not you doing it. It's whatever. Okay, fine.
It
So
doesn't matter. Even if you did it on them, you've cast a spell on them. It's still not them doing it.
Yeah, but it's still really fucking impressive and unique. It would be unique since it's just on the person.
Yeah, there is a way that you can do that as a magic item, and it would be on them. It's called Magical Tattoo.
Ink.
Yeah, that's a nope for me, dog.
You don't want to be inked up?
I don't need a big flashy illusion.
Yeah, it's not something that old man really needs. He's got his own shtick, though.
I certainly have my own shtick.
Yeah.
Does the magic tattoo cost, do you have to, attune?
I think it depends.
I think so. I think if you unattune from it, it comes off and returns to its tattoo vial.
No, it turns into a needle.
Tattoo vial, needle, that's the same thing.
Wow.
The vial is what the needle puts the ink.
Yeah. Magical needle that you can put in and pull out of your skin.
On the bright side, though, if the tattoo is bad looking, like if I drew a very bad smiley face on your chest, you could unattune from it, so I get do a redo. A slanty smile, maybe.
So does reattuning just look like you're giving yourself a tattoo?
Yeah.
Just peel it off, smack it back on.
Yeah, like just find a really bad tattoo artist and let him practice on you, just attuning it, unattuning it.
When applying a magic tattoo, a creature can customize the tattoo's appearance. A magic tattoo can look like a brand, scarification, a birthmark, patterns of scale, or any other cosmetic alteration.
Listen, if I'm getting a tattoo, I want the Adidas one, right? That's the brand I want. Because I wish to be a Russian mobster.
Brand.
Old man just going around squatting everywhere.
Wearing nothing but Adidas pants.
Drinking vodka and smoking cigarettes.
Whatever. Anyways,
Russian gangster stereotypes.
I don't know.
Run with the wild dogs, man.
No clue. No comprende. Otherwise, yeah. See, I believe... Was it the old man? Did you arrange passage?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. 'Cause for some reason, I just have a note here. It just says free. I wrote a note that I'm not allowed to charge you for this, apparently.
We going?
Listen, sometimes I have to act like a sugar daddy, and sometimes, you know, I just gotta flex my my muscles, my deal-making muscles.
Where are we going again? So I can write it down.
You're going to the Great City. From
It's
Nexin
alright.
around the
like
peninsula to the Great City.
Oh, it's the great city. It's alright.
It's not bad.
And who knows, David? Maybe we'll be able to do that divine aura thing for legit non-illusion way at some point.
Okay. Yeah, no, Great City. I have something written about that. That was formerly known as the Great City of Deregador, when it was the capital of the Kingdom of Deregador. City has it lost that
What
last
happened
portion of
to
the name when it was taken over.
What happened to it? That's weird.
Yeah.
Well,
Deragador.
the late king. That's what happened to it.
In my defense, I wanted it. It's not a great defense, but very accurate.
It's honest, I suppose. Can't blame you for that. All right. So, you board the ship. You five, Alice, what is it, Zachariah?
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh, and when everyone else is boarding, I go invisible, and then dimension door directly behind Terry after he gets on the ship. Like, he gets on the ship, turns around, and I'm directly behind him. I can cast that for free now.
You're like
You're
you're like Fred and George when they learned how to apparate.
Yes, very much so. You gave me this. This is your fault.
Me?
No.
Hey, it's not a
Adam-
problem.
Adam gave me this. It is Adam's fault.
Thanks to that fun power I have.
I mean, is that a fault? I mean, I gave him free healing, right?
Trickery's got
Well,
one of the
weapon
best
sitting around me from
spell-
spiritual weapon because that's free.
spell lists. For sure.
That's okay. Soon I'll have modify memory at will.
I trust you not to abuse it.
You shouldn't. I'm fully intending to abuse it. And not just for funny things, for profit too.
Why not? Feel divine, why don't you? So, you bored. Was this actually, like, who did you set this up with, do you recall?
I'm pretty sure it was through the King's Steward.
So they take you down to your staterooms as this vessel is traveling. It does not have a cargo purpose. It has what is needed for your journey. Yeah.
Long live the King.
We'll take you down. And as you and they have a couple of people really sort of split up to support you, and as each one of you are shown to your rooms, for the most part not too customized, but large, spacious, enough. Because you set it up, they were not fully aware of Zachariah, but they find him a room sort of amongst the crew, or a space amongst the crew to bed down, and with what he's been used to, he's not against it.
He has a bed. He's pretty free.
He had a bed in his closet before. Although technically I think he has his bed rolled up on his back right now too, but...
Wait a second, is this Harry friggin' Potter?
No.
He lived in a closet, now he's going on an adventure to learn magic from a weird old dude in a hat.
He didn't live in a closet
like
under the
Harry Potter.
stairs. He lived in a closet apartment. It was just an apartment the size of a closet.
And this kid didn't have an aunt, uncle, or a cousin,
No, he was by himself.
or a vault full of treasure, as far as we know.
Well, Harry didn't know it either, so...
I'm just saying, if this kid runs into a vault full of treasure,
You want it?
no, I'm gonna just start throwing him up against every bad thing that ever's gonna happen to us, and he'll take care of it through plot.
Probably.
You're misunderstanding the
Expelliarmus!
correct way to abuse this.
Expelliarmus!
Don't worry, I'll keep teaching him magic so he gets stronger throughout the years.
Let's see.
Hopefully he doesn't realize he's being used by creepy old men.
And as each of you are brought to your rooms, the prison bringer there does ask if you've already eaten, or will you be joining for breakfast?
Oof.
Let's
For
have
breakfast.
Yeah, nums.
We're gonna be on a
Does
boat.
Terry
that's
have to
what we're-
answer yes to both?
Terry's debating on if he's just going to be making breakfast for everybody. We'll give it a day.
Okay.
We'll see what they have.
You did guess. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy already.
I might be burning creation in order to create food every day.
Okay. Anyway, so does everyone join for breakfast? Or?
Yes.
So there is a room set up with a long, spacious table, and at this point it is eggs and toast, and like thick cut ham.
Okay.
I will say, as we are now beginning what is a 30-day journey.
A 3-hour tour.
That eventually you may choose to start burning your creation, as the meal quality does degrade, as they have so much that they were able to take fresh that only lasts for so
Yeah.
long. But for at least the first week, it's pretty good. As they reach the north end of the peninsula, they're going to make a brief stop where they can resupply at least on some fruits from one of the Iwins up there. But
I was about to say,
I'm getting ahead of
I
myself
provide
at this point.
food for
Because-
everybody if they need it.
Yeah, they have enough food that's better than gruel.
Yeah.
Even near
That
the
last
end,
gruel.
where it's jerkied meat, and
Meat's delightful. How dare you put that at last?
and ship's biscuit softened with, chicken stock. Still better than gruel.
And it would probably just be softened with booze.
Weak booze.
Yep.
But you have a month ahead of you.
Dun, dun, dun.
What
Month,
do you
long
do?
time.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Say during
I
one
tried
of
to
the
convert the
nights I
entire
prophesied.
I spend it converting the entire ship into worship of the old man. End of list.
Yep. Spend time prophetizing. Make sure everyone's a follower by the time we leave.
You find amongst the crew a number of of people that already are followers of several of you. Some of the people tied into the old man from why they were hired. Some tied into Terry working in the kitchens.
I gave out 5 gold.
One guy you paid to be.
No shame at all.
so one of the spells, I think that, well, I've got a few spells that I want to cast throughout this. The most pertinent one, at some point, maybe like, I don't know, on a boring day, I'm gonna cast Find Familiar.
Boring day.
I'm gonna do so from the center of the top deck, as far away from the water as I can.
Well,
There's also a Guardian of Faith just sitting up there, by the way. I haven't cast every day.
Doesn't that attack things?
It's hostile.
Yes.
You hostile?
It can attack things.
That's real intimidating.
It's there.
And does real consistent damage, but it does act as a pretty good guard, basically.
Hence the name Guardian of Faith.
Mhm.
so you were saying about your familiar?
Yes.
I felt like you've stopped halfway because you never said what the familiar was.
Well, I thought you decided that.
No?
Oh snap! We'll come back to that then.
Yeah.
But
You can recast it at a later time and choose another animal. Really, the only
but,
thing
like-
you're deciding right now is it Fey, Fiend, or Celestial, and I bet I can guess.
oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be celestial.
Definitely.
My familiar's a monkey.
You have a familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First I've heard of it.
You haven't noticed the monkey following him around all the time?
Yeah, I got a monkey.
Yeah.
I've been too busy making money so that
Fine
our
monkey.
people in our group can just give it to others.
It's not too uncommon. A lot of people around have familiars these days.
Yeah,
I'm familiar with the practice.
it's part of my piety ability. It's something all my followers who get that can do.
Oh, so David, you're a worshiper of
Billy.
of Ryan's now.
Bum bum bum.
No, that's actually the issue is that he has to pay money.
Yep, I do. Oh, do your followers not have to?
Nope, free.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Rolfur, what are you? Other than learning the names of everyone on the board, on the crew, what else are you doing?
We got some time, so I want to try and slip through by daisy chaining ghost summons to find the oldest soul I can in the River of the Dead.
Okay.
It's basically summon up somebody old, ask them who their ancestor was, and just keep going back until I can't find anyone older. The goal is to get to somebody who can remember the old gods.
Mm. Actually, not incredibly difficult to do. That doesn't actually take very long at all. As you try to summon up anyone old enough, and you're doing this over days. Figuring this out. You figure out. I probably need to check with this. Hold on. Look at what is the list of skills? Figuring out information. Deduction. What is deduction?
Investigation.
That's usually investigation, yeah.
Sure. Investigation is close enough. Make an investigation.
I rolled an 8 for 22.
Okay, yeah, so you are able to do this. If you try to summon up someone who had died while the old gods were present, it fails. They are too far beyond your reach.
Are they still in the River of Souls, though?
No. You're able to figure out that they never went to the River of Souls. They went to whatever afterlife used to be, which is now sealed away from this world. Probably wherever the gods actually went to.
Okay. Then can I find people who are the kids of people who died during that time? And
you can find people that remember the gods and remember the point where the gods left.
Yeah, I'm going to do a bunch.
If they died after that, they lacked an afterlife to go to.
Well, we don't really have any information on the old gods, so I'm going to spend some time on that, compiling information on the old gods.
Okay.
Unless somebody on board has an argument over my great granddaddy said. And it's like, oh, did he now?
I'm just laughing at the concept of who you are as a deity, and the fact that you're like, I need to fill out this track.
Somebody's got to remember the old gods.
So
you're able to get some vague information, not as detailed as you may have liked. And you definitely gather tainted with a lot of ill feelings at their disappearance and what that has caused.
Makes sense. They're probably pretty upset.
So pretty much everyone on the ship is already a worshiper of someone?
You're able to probably convert a couple. Yeah.
Okay, well, once I'm done with that, I'm going to play poker for the rest of the time with the crew.
Okay.
So, I'll have my familiar be an albatross.
That's a we're on a boat. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
I'm a little confused by your reaction.
We're gonna have black cats and storm crows coming out of Terry, and
are albatross
Holy Grail!
Are albatross bad, bad luck or something?
Albatrosses are extremely bad luck on boats.
What the fuck?
You wanna know what the best part about this is?
He had no
What
idea.
is the secondary domain that Terry has claimed despite all things?
Luck. Yeah.
Yeah, the albatross, having an albatross hung about your neck, all that stuff.
So,
I've never heard
as I need to know what the events of the ship lead to be, because it might be a little more complicated than I was expecting. Do you stick with albatross?
No, fuck. Terry is way smarter than I am. No, fuck that.
I'm like, I wasn't planning an encounter for this ship, but something may attack the ship.
yeah.
Okay, well, what is...
Look up the rhyme of the ancient mariner.
I am instead going to look up other seafaring birds.
Seagulls.
Penguin.
Yeah, penguins.
A pelican.
Penguins got big tummies and they waddle just like you do because you're fat.
Mermaids.
It's pretty funny.
It's like you had one job, albatross.
Yeah, it's old poetry. The Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner is a story about the bad luck of having an albatross about your neck.
I presume you've at least heard that turn of phrase, right?
No, I've never heard any of this.
Oh.
This is all new to me.
Well, yeah, that's a pretty famous.
No, this is all news to me.
Hilarious.
Do these fly? Oh gosh, the next one that I was found on a list was Auks, AUKS, and they're basically a mix between a penguin and a pigeon. So terrible.
The rats of the sea.
Yeah.
Do an osprey.
I don't know. Boobies sound fun.
Yeah, get the boobies. The
Got my
blue-footed boobies.
Get a booby familiar. I'm a little afraid to Google pictures of it though.
The blue-footed boobies look really cool.
Yeah,
Now, if you add blue-footed, you'll probably be fine.
blue-footed boobies. If you need
Frigate.
to, just turn safe search on.
Yeah, that's a lot
I
of
just
work.
thought that was a feature.
Oh, hey. Look up frigate bird. I think that'll do.
I'm not looking that up.
Me neither,
Try.
but sounds like some sort of bird, probably a seabird of some kind.
They look like a mix between a seagull and a vulture with a giant red chest.
Like they stole something, or
No, like they can puff up their chest and it's like to like the size of their bodies, and then it's red. It's got like a red waddle, but like it puffs up.
How about a secretary bird?
Terry summons a seabird familiar. Got
Yeah, there we go.
it. Billy, what are you doing?
I don't mind making friends with the people upon the ship and telling them about myself if they're unaware. But for the most part, throughout the trip, I don't imagine using controlled water for 10 minutes today is going to make a huge amount of impact. So,
No, it might come up once or twice if something is going wrong.
okay.
Yeah, but that's...
If that's the case, I'll keep it on hand just in case. I'll make sure to keep in contact with the Chuck when I think the book's due to arrive.
and it does.
Awesome. And tell him to go ahead and get that printed and circulating.
Okay.
And
that is specifically just you in that, right?
Yeah, I don't say that. That's the story of Willy
Yeah.
Wonka's Chocolate Factory.
That's like that.
With stuff in the back about my religion specifically.
Yep.
I go ahead and keep in contact with the Honey Tongue people to just see how they're doing. But then the rest of the trip I'll go ahead and spend teaching Zechariah and making sure that I'm handing out my inspiration and votary ability to my followers effectively.
Does the ship have a way to drag something on board? Like a large fish or shark?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like a crane?
Not like a crane, but I mean there are ropes and there are hooks.
Okay. Well, so I'm thinking Terry's gonna do several things every day. It's gonna be like once the good food runs out, he'll start using creation so that we can get like a few dozen pounds worth the food for the whole ship, so that everybody's eating well. He's gonna be using fabricate on the tiniest of things every day to just take time, like to give people like an easy journey. So mending and fabricate on just everything. So, does Rolfur have tongues?
The spell?
Yeah.
At least one.
I have it. If you need to talk to things.
I got it.
I do not have tongues.
Oriental languages is what I got.
Okay. Does Rolfur need tongues for any of his discussions?
I haven't yet.
Okay. Then after that, Terry's basically going to take any leftover food because I mean there's only so many people on board, and creation does a lot. And try to gather sharks and swordfish or whatever, and then he's going to chain lightning them and drag them on board and butcher them up. And he's just going to do this kind of stuff every day.
Oh, I can go fishing with you. That'd be easy. I can just hook them.
Yeah, you got Eldritch Blast.
So many dead fish.
I am okay with that.
I'm just thinking of the effect of the lightning entering the boat, not really all that far away from the boat.
Yeah, Dave's wasting's dangerous. I'll do it with
I've
the
got-
nice.
I've
easy
got
way.
mending and fabricate if anything did happen.
You weren't breaking your ship fast enough.
And it's magic lightning. It only hits
Yeah.
the targets the spell says.
I also bless the captain every day. Because
Takes him a while to figure out you're casting something as opposed to just doing a ritualistic blast.
Yeah, guidances are also helpful.
throw that on
I
as
mean,
well.
if you want to hover over somebody's, shoulder the whole time.
But yeah,
8 hours, isn't it?
so when Terry's butchering up the shark bits and stuff, and animal bits, he is making sure like anything that's remotely edible is going to be used and recycled. Bones and things. Terry's gonna just kind of make things. Like he'll make
Little
really
ivory
know.
statues. And...
And he's
Fish
also
bone?
going to be making like shark bone or like shark tooth, like either weapons and daggers or like necklaces and jewelry. Does anybody want like a shark mouth helmet?
That's a
chest piece.
no from me, dog.
Does anybody on the ship want one? Because they'll totally do shit like that. But yeah.
I'll take
I
some.
mean, my kid would think it's cool when I get back home.
Oh yeah, sure. So but he'll do that for one of the smaller sharks.
Yeah.
But he is intending on like using these as a source of income at some point.
Yeah.
So probably just keep all the like the dozens of shark teeth that it gets until we're like somewhere deep inland and be like, let's sell some shark teeth.
Dude, we can be the shop on the
I-
cruise ship. We can
I-
be that shop.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind having some for an experiment to see if I could make something with a little bite.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's. I love it. Shark skin is also a very, very high commodity. So that's, leathering and stuff. He will probably take a part of the top deck, and basically, commandeer it for leatherworking. And I say commandeer because that is not a comfortable thing to be around.
No. Particularly noticing
With
just
my
the.
survival.
Here's your room. I have crafts I want to do. I'm doing it in your area where you're trying to work.
They don't need to be working over here.
Fine.
No, they 100% do.
Nah, it's fine.
That's where they.
The top deck, like
okay,
where people
you know
are
what?
steering.
So wherever, like, I will also use 4 unseen servants every day to help with deal with labors in the area that I'm in, to make sure that as few people as possible need to go into the smelly leathering area.
So you have 4 unseen sailors. Oh wait, no,
Yep.
it's servants. So yeah, they don't know how to do that. They're not sailors.
Whatever. They're basic.
You're not
basic
either.
work.
Yes. Let it all be known. Per David, sailing is just basic work.
No, the unseen servants are doing basic work.
You have to be
Anyways.
careful. You're gonna piss off the Navy and all their boyfriends.
Basic work with, wobbly floor.
Yeah, but they're unseen servants. They don't have to stand.
So about halfway through it, as I said, they do stop by one of the islands up at the north end of the peninsula, which, basically anchor and rowboat off and on. And they're going to be there for probably only half a day. They're restocking mostly on, fruit at about this halfway point in the journey. Does anyone choose to get off the ship with them?
How
Yes.
much were they planning on spending on fruit?
I mean, they're spending...
How much would they give me if I just provided the fruit for them every day
Well, I mean,
via creation?
they're aware that you're doing this. This is what... They're like, I mean, you can keep creating stuff, but we still have to go spend the money here. That's
What?
that's the deal. That's our...
Yeah, it's a
He's trying to pocket the
Okay,
money.
but how much money are we talking that they're gonna spend here?
Probably 20 gold.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Which buys a lot of fruit, you'll find.
Yeah, it does. I'm sure, but I mean, I'm not gonna get
More than that,
fancy.
and it would go bad before it could be eaten.
So, how long are we gonna be at this stop?
About half a day.
half a day.
Oh,
Yeah.
proselytize.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So yeah,
Yeah,
this...
So, as a steamy young thing.
Hey Ryan,
Yes, I believe in beer commercials. There was
Um,
trucks that used
if-
them too.
if you could put together some kind of if I can help you in proselytizing, doing some big fancy showboat thing,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be happy to lend power that way.
Sure, we could have Terry and Billy's God Extraordinaire.
So I guess the problem thing, does anyone not get off the boat? Okay.
No,
So you are
everyone-
all going.
It's uninhabited island, right?
No. Nope. You are going to a small village.
Oh, well, then yeah.
So if everyone
Let's
gets
go.
off, so it takes them a few rowboats going away from where the ship is anchored. It's small if it doesn't have a full dock to...
Quick question: how far away from the dock is the ship?
300 feet? 400
good.
maybe?
I take one step off of the ship and appear at the dock,
As he does.
and I just
Someone
I mean,
someone
if you
takes a
do
stick and
entrances,
shakes it at you with a rattle at the end, and you disappear.
We're doing showy entrances then.
Oh,
I
what did you
guess
say
I'll
the
pop my
distance
wings off and
was?
fly there.
About 300 to 400 feet.
300 to 400 feet. Hey Terry,
Hmm.
are you able to create a carpet?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh
throw
wait,
down a
Terry's
carpet
the
for
same
me.
size as me, isn't it? I could take one willing person of my size.
Yeah, you can
Some
take
form in
another.
there,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can
I just
have
grabbed
to
Terry
have
and
them.
boom, we both are on the dock.
I'm working with. I need to work with Billy for this.
Okay,
you should
fine. Then I don't
take,
take Terry.
you should
I
take,
just
Rolfur.
disappear.
My flight there to the land, Ace Thermogeus shout, "The gods have arrived!"
As they're shaking their rattlestick at the old man.
But anyway, so you throw down a carpet we can stand on.
Oh yeah, no, I'll put out like a carpet with all kinds of bells and whistles and silver inlay and just.
Bells and
Creation-
whistles are not usually part of a carpet, but okay.
Okay, we're talking about freaking albatross and I can't get bells and whistles.
A
Okay.
weird carpet at his house.
And an orderly designed rug. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I use telekinesis in order to fly us over.
Jingle, 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 jingle. To which there is, as your arrival, definitely you can tell, this is a village of probably 300 people.
That sounds like 300 worshippers.
To which, for one, as you start to arrive, there is
don't
definite,
speak one.
there's definitely some, you are a presence coming upon them, as otherwise the ship is usually going to send 3 people to go pick up what's agreed there. Old man, you're at least familiar with this, as this is a territory that you have obtained, but that's basically left to its own devices. There's a few small little tribe villages on the island. However, as you show up, once, say, the carpet arrives, one of them spots who's coming and shouts back at some others, "Chocolate! Chocolate!"
As my reputation precedes me.
You have visited this amongst your journey before getting as far down as the Goompas.
Very good.
So,
So do I need to cast tongues, or do they understand common?
they understand common. It's a second language generally, but it's pretty much throughout,
Okay.
other than a
So,
couple of elders, it's basically understood.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my my charisma then. Would this be persuasion, proficiency, oratory, performance?
Just tell me what you do.
Rude. I walk through the town and I start telling people the route to salvation and the benefits of worship of the old man. How he's fun and wisdom. Which is how I prefer to think of trickery as fun.
Sure you do.
Okay. So yeah, I'm basically just wandering through. I guess it would be oratory since I'm wandering through, basically doing
Sure.
town choir type crap.
Sure, why not? If that makes you feel better, I'll let you roll some dice.
Do I get to add charisma to this, or?
Yeah, why not? That only doubles the amount?
What? Oh no. First of all, if I get charisma to it, that means I get to use advantage on it.
That's like
And
how.
then- Yeah, which isn't very useful anyways because I rolled under what I did the first time. So 25.
Okay.
I don't get double proficiency to oratory. Wait, it's a performance. It's perform oratory, right?
It's just performance. You don't even have to specify anymore.
Oh.
Yeah,
sweet.
you don't even have to specify.
Oh, okay. In that case, it's 29.
It's just performance.
Because I do have double proficiency to performance.
Stan, you find going amongst people, not many that are necessarily presently injured, but a number that are living with improperly set bones or things like that, where things have healed but been just sort of, done in what manner they could and probably weren't healed in quite the best way that one could have hoped. And I don't know if that's something you can help with or not, but
Was there some less restoration could just fix up?
I don't think so.
It would be greater or regenerate.
Or, yeah, regenerate.
Generate juice. It's also really expensive. Or
Yeah,
high level. Well,
yeah,
shoot, we might actually have
yeah.
regenerate, don't we? 6th level, I think.
I can cast it, yeah, but I'm not gonna burn. I'm already burning one on David.
Regenerate?
Yeah. Or I
Seventh level.
really don't.
Oh, no,
Maybe
no, like-
restoration.
The restoration? I mean, please, no, these people are important. No, feel free.
I use what I or not maybe go ahead. Spells are like
Yeah, we don't have access to regenerate.
that. I use all three on.
Too high.
Okay, so you help some of the folks.
What level is it?
7.
5th level spell.
I think I have regenerate.
It's a 7th level spell.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
It's in greater restoration.
It'd be awfully strange if you did.
Domain spells. I have 7th level domain. Never mind.
Yeah, it's not actually 7th level spells. That's like a 7th level cleric.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah,
4th
yeah.
level spells.
Yeah, I just get 4th. Boo.
Yeah.
What? So what is Terry up to on the island?
Helping Billy Bonka proselytize. with extravaganza.
And now that we have been able to collect the shark's teeth, and I'm back in a place that I have some familiarity with the ingredients and a helpful creation god by my side, I can start showing people off some of the candy experiments that I've been putting off, since it's time to get back to that. If they know me for it, might as well show it off.
Yep. And I'm excited to help.
And Zachariah can come along and see what we can come up with.
So figuring out where you are, you do know that there are some unique tropical fruits here that they're stopping to get.
Wonderful.
One of the things that you've already incorporated into your repertoire over time, but
I need to familiarize myself with these tropical fruits so that I can replicate them with creation.
that's something that you will easily be able to do over the next week or whatever, as that's what they're stocking up on here, that they're
Okay.
very citrusy things. It's
Oh, I've
this
never
strange
had
thing
it.
that they call grapefruit. It's not like an actual grape, but it's
I have grapefruit in my fridge right now. I love grapefruit.
I love how excited you got over that.
I know, he was shaking his hands like an excited baby.
I like grapefruit. Also,
Or like you were
grapefruit.
just-
Also, grapefruit is. Remember, kids. Drugs are bad. Don't mix with grapefruit.
But the cocaine, it dissolves right in.
It does dissolve right in. Make it hit harder. Grapefruit will make the cocaine hit harder. Don't do it.
Yeah, drugs are bad.
That's the point. You just keep bringing up positives.
That's a negative. It's cocaine. It's bad.
Negative, they're up.
Great mixed signals from David. Should I do cocaine now?
Listen,
No.
Yeah, I think
No, you should do
cocaine.
grapefruit
Pretty good.
instead.
And
Also-
cocaine's
It
good to do.
definitely lets you.
I think what David's saying is that grapefruit has all the benefits of cocaine, but without the negatives.
I don't think
I'm
you
Do
should
you
put
hate
grapefruit in your
sleeping?
nose.
You resent sleep for taking away your free time?
You know, you guys are.
Cocaine.
Well, you guys are limiting this to cocaine.
Stop up.
Grapefruit shouldn't be mixed with any kind of drugs.
And channel's been demonetized. Hard.
Just do grapefruit instead.
Like no, but like literally, don't do grapefruit and
Don't do grapefruit.
like
Not even
don't take
once.
don't take grapefruit and prescription drugs. Don't do it. It's really bad. But,
Friends don't let friends do grapefruit.
This is gonna be like those commercials like, this is your brain, this is the brain on drugs, where the kids stopped eating eggs.
Moving on. For some reason, half the villagers do not want to worship anyone. They prefer their grapefruit, and they're not sure why you're telling them to stay away from it.
no.
No.
Grapefruit
is
No, David and Billy Bonka are saying to stay away from grapefruit. I, on the other hand, the obviously better choice.
But no, it's good to make use of the unique ingredients of the area. Plus, I've got if Terry helps me out, then I've got a lot of ingredients at my disposal.
Mm-hmm.
They have ingredients here too, because
Also-
you basically Johnny Appleseeded cocoa here.
He also has unlimited fabricates at his disposal.
Well, that'll help me quickly get done with stuff instead of having to wait. But there's always the experimentation phase that needs a little time.
So gummied shark teeth.
Oh no!
No, what is it? Shark liver, and like gummied shark liver. It's healthy.
Shark liver, it's full of poison.
That's the trick. You have to fix it. You have to fix it first, and the process of fixing it
So we got
gummifies
fruit,
it.
we got shark teeth, we got whatever.
Stop taking away from my shark teeth. I want to sell those.
No, I need them. Just a small amount. Just a little
He's
bit.
an embezzler, you have to remember.
Yep. But no, really, like I don't know how many shark teeth or sharks I've actually succeeded on getting. Like hopefully 30, but you know we don't know.
Adam, how many did I kill?
That's alright. So,
Alright, so we're at the stop, we do that, then for the half day, then we get back on the boat.
23.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get some math done.
Now that
You're
we've had
welcome.
our standard, we've completely
Yeah,
gone
thank
off
you.
topic tangent.
Yeah, I noticed.
Just saying, we're halfway through this journey. Let's not make this a multi-episode journey. Ryan.
So then, as you start to leave, the next day...
No! No!
Alright,
But yeah, we'll make a shark chew and spew, and then some chocolate.
does anyone say, specifically Terry, have anything they're doing trying to reach people beyond the ship?
It's like there's are we like on an island here?
You were briefly.
I do have sending prepared every day. So I will let's see, 30 days, that's about 3-4 weeks. So I will like once a week touch base with all of the other gods in our pantheon. That like so the three that are, or the two that are back in Bob City.
Nexin?
Nexin.
Yep.
So Ilga
And, yep. So like just kind of spend a few days touching base with them. In the background, I'll be using sendings to do like let sailors send messages back home, or not back home. I'm not gonna judge. But yeah,
Messages.
Yeah, messages. Sending.
so yeah, 25 words.
Yeah, you
Don't
do
use
learn.
images.
Garrett only stayed for probably a week, enough to get things organized, and then he went back to what he was up to before.
Which, do we have any idea what that is?
No, he's not too particularly clear on where he was working, but he was in another. He was in another city.
Yeah. Okay.
He can move about rather easily, so.
Yeah.
The wizard travels about, they say.
I want his teleportation ring.
Well, once Bob gets that whole change memory thing,
Modify
he
memory.
just changes the change memory to,
I can
borrow
only
it
do
from
10
you
minutes.
until you get it back.
I can only modify 10 minutes of memory, and he would have to fail save.
Adam, do you know how many teeth are in 23 sharks?
It depends on how many boxing matches they've been in.
But yes, lots and lots of sharks' teeth.
6,900.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a sex number.
A
I think it's just randomly the funny internet number. I don't know what you're
But
talking
yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, I'll explain it to you later.
about. Otherwise, we're nearing the great city. Anything further before we end this trip, this voyage? Does everyone do what they'd wanted of the ship's passage?
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything.
Yeah.
Really, the big time spender, but is helping Billy with experimentation. That's really the big time spender.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. I'm fine with coming up with new recipes.
All right. Over that time, Billy, you gain 272 new followers.
272.
Big boost.
30
Terry,
days.
you gain 228.
Who?
That was Terry.
Terry.
Stan, you gain 293. Rolfur, you get 312. Old Man, you get 301.
I'm no longer in the lead, am I?
No, you're
What?
probably still in the lead.
There's a decent chance you are.
I mean,
Why wouldn't he be? 303 good
301
boy.
is just 704.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you still are. I know you like whining about being behind everyone while you're up front, but
Yeah, 228 almost doubled my followers, Bob.
Yeah, mine almost doubled my followers. You know, as long as we don't. It was definitely like 88 off from double my followers. No. Well, I guess we are gonna have to figure out my signature power item increase.
yeah, like I said, we'll do it between episodes like always. So
Okay.
I think I need it for like everyone.
Yeah, but we're talking about the important person, me.
You're right. We do have to figure out Alice.
This is the Bob Show. What is Alice's followers at?
You do not know.
That's why I'm asking.
I don't think technically you know your exact number yourselves.
I'm gonna start counting my prayers.
I can pinpoint all of my people. Just what?
I only kind of vaguely know. She's pretty much on par with us.
She gets the same random number generation as you.
Yeah, Bob, you've got like 200 followers more than I do.
And do feel free to notice as you're making decisions, there is a new available divine ability at rank 8. But otherwise, the ship kind of goes through. They will probably have, knowing your ability to message, they'll kind of describe for you who to send to, and make sure a couple hours beforehand the ship, the dock is aware of what's coming on, and,
Okay.
and they have a direct spot to just dock and
Cool.
put out the plank to see you all off in the great city.
The good city. It's a great city.
I
Here we go. So, first thing is the docks are expansive. They have a spot where your large ship goes between a few docks, past a couple of other ships to where it can dock. The docks, basically, it's a bit of a large harbor, and they just expand out from the land in mass. And at many of them, there are basic, like, warehouse-sized buildings near the end, from which, people, as you dock and crews come to help pull you off, accept payment for putting down here. King's coverage, but and seeing do you need are we needing to get anyone hiring to unload things, and you can kind of see out of these warehouses is largely just fleets of carts, trained horses that go up and down on the floating docks, pulling the product from the ships either to other ships or to out into the city. It is a trade hub. It is a massive sort of center, nexus for trade. For Nexin. But otherwise, it's a bit of a walk out towards the mainland. Do you do anything out on the docks before heading in, or?
Do we want to go ahead and do the fanfare?
You kind of stop at the.
Yeah, it's like we can make an entrance.
If they can find the old man, the first mate is looking for him.
Okay, I go to the first mate.
Yeah. Are we needing to stay for a couple of weeks, or are we just heading back?
Why don't you go ahead and stay for a couple of weeks?
All right.
And then I just disappear in front of his face.
I hate that.
The second he looks away, disappear, Batman style.
It's like, you say it, I don't know how you're disappearing. Did you just dimension door away? Or did you just go invisible? I don't know. But he just says, I hate that.
I just went invisible.
Yeah, it's like, that's why I'm like, I'm saying what he says, because I don't know if you're still there listening.
Me too.
But otherwise, what sort of? I mean, this is a long. You're a good 600 feet from the shore, with where it is stationed at the dock,
Come
sort
to
of
me,
in the
my Pegasus.
midpoint in the dock almost. So you just fly in and out of Pegasus?
Yes.
So we're 600 feet from the dock.
No, from the shore. The dock stretches out more than 600 feet. Where you've pulled in front of another ship, there's still 600 feet to go towards the shore.
Yeah, just go boop, boop,
Yeah,
boop, boop,
me
until I
and
get to the
Zachariah
shore.
get on the Pegasus and
We're being showy. I can fly.
Zachariah's a
yeah.
little awkward weighted to hop on your Pegasus with you.
I walk
I
over,
can
put my
carry
hand
him,
on.
right?
I walk over, put my hand on his shoulder. Goes, I'll meet you at the dock with him. Just like a dimension door with him.
oh, okay.
Out of curiosity, does in third edition, when you use Dimension Door, it ended your turn? Does it
No.
still do that in 5th edition?
What?
No.
It takes an
Okay.
action.
Yeah, it uses an action.
Okay, cool.
That's 3rd edition.
Well, I wasn't sure what the change was. like.
Barbarians.
Yeah.
And they
So-
couldn't even read the edition.
Out of curiosity, then,
I was
does
like,
he
yeah,
have to like? Is he like teleporting, like using Dimension Door, going up, so that they can take 6 seconds of falling, and then going again?
No, we just go on the dock, you weirdo.
I thought you said you couldn't do it in one go.
I can do 500 feet in one go, but we're
Okay.
at the dock.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So he just puts them almost to the shore.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
just ground and ground. There's still there's wood there I can land on.
Okay.
Do you want to invoke the sensation of falling halfway through?
I thought it'd be funny.
Do you want to terrify this child because you hate him and his atheistic viewpoints?
No.
It would be funny. You should like Dimension Door like a foot above the ground.
No.
It'd be funny. Anyway, I mean, I'm just gonna walk my fat ass since we're apparently not doing a giant fanfare.
Every time you guys do a fanfare, I try to stay as far away from you as possible because y'all are just an embarrassment.
We're not in your bag, man.
Does the fanfare actually help us gather followers
It
in
might.
general?
If you had performance.
it doesn't hurt.
It's in there. At least it hasn't so far.
And it's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't see what dice he's rolling, whether or not it makes a difference or not.
We can't peek behind the screen. No metagaming here.
But yes, we'll go and
Yeah, once we meet up, then we might do. I don't know. I would like to do fanfare, but
Just do it all on your own, man.
that is not the point.
He wants to Prince Ali everywhere we go, and I'm not having it.
I don't ask you to do it.
Abu.
That's not the role the old man plays.
And like the big thing about this is that Cherry wants to be seen as an opulent god.
I think you mean decadent.
I think you mean
Yes.
obese.
That's just his physical form. He died that way.
He wants to
If
be.
it wasn't, if it wasn't a
It would be
duel, it
like-
would have been a heart attack.
Yeah, if people like heart attack, actually duel. No, I don't believe that. Oh, is he fighting a cheeseburger?
And he lost.
No, it was a cinnamon bun.
Oh.
Cinnamon bundo.
Was Terry originally a follower of Plenty?
Ha.
Different game.
So, getting out towards the shore, the immediate area is pretty built up and well put together. A lot, as you peek a few blocks down in the city, a lot of it feels like a very wealthy city in decline. You just to give the feeling as you spend time here, it is very clear over some time that, say, a lot of the wealthier nobles, say, have moved or been displaced, and that, say, what are much less wealthy families of, some sort of standing have then moved into a palace that in many other cities doesn't quite seem to match their wealth. Like they're not able to really keep it up or have the the fleet of service to they can't afford the upkeep. But there are just houses, and that kind of just seems to go all the way down to where even what seems like the poorest people that are struggling to have food have property. They have fair homes, even if they're working day to day to try and have money to eat. The buildings on the property barely add any value to the actual land itself. Is kind of the overall feeling, with much of the city that's beyond the immediate area used for relocating goods. Right around the shipping area, a few isolated spots heading towards some of the outer gates, and then some of the gates exiting the city on land passage, distributing goods further inland. It is a trade hub that used to be much more.
In my defense, they had my money in their bank accounts, so I just went and got it. It wasn't red when I picked it up. Like, I looked at it, wasn't red, it must be mine.
Makes sense. It's like, yeah, that makes sense.
Just Skyrim rules all over the place.
Except it's D&D, so nothing's marked as red.
I know, it's all mine.
Hey, Stan, when you look at it, it's not red. Same for you, Terry.
Minor image, it's red.
Normal colors? What am I saying here?
Maybe I'm just colorblind, I don't see the red. That's how that works, right, Adam?
As I need to see a doctor now.
I mean, what are you?
Yeller?
I just heal people. I don't diagnose.
Alright. So, what are you guys doing here?
Sit down over there.
Well,
Well,
this is the city of magic, so
So we're here to find, what's his name?
We can go hunt
you
down a
got
quest,
somebody
David.
specific in mind?
A quest? Okay.
Yeah, the great city itself is not adjacent to, but is nearby the Wizard's Tower, right?
Yep, isolated Wizard's Tower on western border, so.
Yeah, so it's not within the city, but the city's currently having the issues that you outlined. So, we'll go ahead and we can talk with the wizards maybe soon, but let's get acclimated to the city first, I think.
I'm gonna go and proselytize more on the trickery side and start trying to get the thieves guilds and the like to worship me.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess if we're gonna split up, then
Well, to be fair, there was no way I wasn't splitting.
Yeah, he's gonna split up. You can stay with me if you like.
Yeah, I can hang with you.
Sure.
and
Like
what was
scared
it you were
little
doing
bunnies.
again, Ryan?
Me? I want to get to know the city, since he just outlined
Yeah,
that the city's having a lot of trouble, so I want to get to understand that better. But my plan going forward is going to be figuring out what can we do to help the city get back on its feet.
That's a really good idea.
Okay. So you're not going to the wizards yet.
No, I'd say maybe if a problem comes up once we're working through the city's problems that the wizards could help with, that might be an opportune time.
Mhm.
But we might do that later, just to go and meet with them.
Okay. So old
He's
man,
hungry, on that jazz.
old man going into the underworld of the city. I caught definitely Billy and Terry going off to discover the city's trouble. Stan, what were you doing? Were you going with them as well?
Yeah.
And Rolfur?
To the wizards.
Heads to the wizards. Okay.
I believe they're the ones the most likely to have books and libraries and records.
It's true.
Very astute.
I figure that.
You passed 3 book burnings on the way there.
I'll
I
have
was
my
almost a wizard once, but it just wasn't my calling.
I'll have Sailor, my seabird, fly at about 50 feet up, and just kind of scout for us. Extra pair of eyes. Height gives
see
advantage.
A city.
Yeah, it's a city. So, you, we'll start with the old man. You're seeking out underbelly of the city.
Yes.
Make an investigation check.
Okie dokie. Alright, that's not. I swear to God, this mouse, every time, it's hiding from me. 27.
27. So you're making your way about. You know some basic information. You able to pick some things up from some of the dead drop locations that you know have been added. Basically able to figure out, oh, here's some labeled streets. Well, I know there should be a dead drop at this corner based on just the patterns things like that, and gain a little detail there. You make your way to what seems like a little probably block. It's sort of set aside as an old graveyard, historic graveyard, if it were. Looking for a particular grave that should lead to a bit of an underground den from some of the notes you've read.
Is it surrounded by nightshade? Do I have to poke on a little eye thing to open it up?
No, it's actually going to be twisting one of the candelabra built into the top of his tombstone. Let's see here. That's not too difficult to overcome. Yeah. But as you find this tombstone and are figuring out which one it is, you hear a voice kind of poking up from sitting on top of one of the mausoleums. Careful messing around there.
I did not understand a word you just said.
Careful messing around there.
Oh, don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Do you? They don't like you digging down there. Well, not fond of new faces if you're coming in this way.
I appear directly behind him with my sword against his throat and go, "Oh, don't worry. They're always friendly when you know how to."
And he just kind of reaches his hand up and grabs his hand to put it through there. You recognize him. I don't know if you're in the same visage as when you purchased the tavern. Just trying to see what's under there. They've got a underground undercity, as it were, but I just want to see it.
Makes sense.
That doesn't seem to be your greatest gift, then, if you haven't found
I've
your way
seen
in.
a lot of things. Very gifted at it, really. I say I've seen more than you. I've been to 7 different undercities just really in the last year alone. But
Yes,
they're kind of
Router, you are indeed
something up their
a
butt.
famed adventurer.
You've heard of me.
But of course, I've seen you many times.
I'm
But how
surprised
many
you
times
didn't get.
have you seen me?
I'm surprised you didn't get thunderstepped as soon as you got back to her.
Well,
He
Or
doesn't
did
have
you?
that spell right now.
It might not be that Eric.
also,
They're all that Eric. Every
Also-
single one of them is that Eric.
it's only a sword. What's he gonna do?
No,
Cut his throat?
not all Eric's.
No, like his reaction was just grab. Oh, that's interesting. A little uncomfortable. Put my hand here.
He starts like shaving his cheek against it, just like a cat cuddling.
Oh, you think I need a closer shave, okay? New look. Always looking for one. So the question is, how do you help me get in then?
Why would I? I say, and I disappear in Dimension Doorway.
Because it would be the cool thing to do?
I'm 500 feet away.
Like that would stop him from talking.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
I
he'll
just
be
need to
back.
hear him.
Climbs back up the... stares back at the...
I'm just gonna find another entrance.
Alright.
I'm not dealing with that psycho.
Just nuh-uh.
I have played an entire campaign with that wackadoo. I'm not playing with him again.
You don't want to go on an adventure?
Come on.
No!
He can help you go on an adventure.
Only to Candy Mountain.
Anyway, so you, having exhausted the entrance that is laid out in the details from your network, you're now doing the research on your own, so that'll take a bit more time.
Well, how did I not see him when I went up there? Eric Rasbrada is not known for stealth.
Because your passive perception is 12.
Yeah, I forgot.
That'll do it.
I'm not that, I forgot I'm not that kind of
Yeah.
rogue.
It's like, no, he's not the stealthiest, but he has a dice. Otherwise, the group heading about into the city. You're the ones that quickest gain much of the information I've already expressed. What are you looking for? More specific detail? Any questions you're trying to answer?
No, I think we'll actually need to interact with some people before we get into the details, because the idea would be trying to figure out how to tackle their problem.
I have some things I'd like to check out. As we're going on, I want to try to make investigation checks to see if there is something, like if would adding property value help the area. Like, would that alone be enough? What kind of things that the city needs as we're going on to?
I think they need innovation is what they need.
No, David wants to do gentrification. It's way better. Just gentrify.
We
the
should trying to
whole
find
area.
is this good temple real estate? Like, can we drop a home here?
Yeah, that never works poorly for anyone who lives there. Is gentrify it. It'll be great.
It's like, no,
I mean, the kind of life, you wouldn't mind it.
I'm thinking about renovation and entrepreneurship.
Yeah, they can't afford food. Better upgrade their property.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, I'm trying to figure out if they can afford food, if things are just scarce, like they have the resources, or what resources they have available to them that are like not being plundered by them.
Eat those who look hungry, Adam.
You can go ahead, amongst the three of you, one of you can make investigation, one can make, we'll call it persuasion, talking to people.
I'll do that.
I've got plus 11 persuasion. You got better?
15.
I got a persuasion.
Yeah.
Well, you
15.
And one can make, we'll say, an insight.
okay, well, I'll do the investigation. I've got plus 9 on that.
Who's got the best insight?
Not me.
Me.
So I'll make 2 checks, I guess.
No, you each get one.
Okay. I'll-
I think I get the persuasion.
Yeah, Stan has 15 persuasion as well. So
Alright. Then I'll make the insight check.
How do you all have 15?
I do not. I'm gonna use a luck point,
Charisma?
and I'll stick with the 9.
27. Or
18.
28. 28.
26.
What was yours, Eric?
26.
26? Okay.
I should have guided.
You spend time, but yeah. For one, you gather that a lot of people feel that what they have is a benefit compared to what was it? Not all that long ago, under former rulership, because it's not those who are in a position where they couldn't they have trouble affording food, are having trouble affording food, but they have shelter.
Oof.
Which they used to have trouble affording food and not have shelter. Those who are just having trouble upkeeping their houses have little pockets in them that are well kept that they live in because they're still wealthy nobles. They're in mansions much bigger than their wealth things. It is really the fact of the top tier of the city has basically either been killed or worked their way into the new system and has largely moved off into the new capital. This used to be the capital of a former nation. That nation has been disposed. The people that were really at the top either were removed from the top or moved into a position where decisions and power actually are. And in selling things, people just were able to kind of, over the years, stack their way up to where the basic level simple homes are free. They're just squatting there, but no one challenges them to it because otherwise it was abandoned real estate because the city used to have a lot more people than currently are. Now, the people are doing work with the transportation, but that's about the only real thriving industry. There's nothing being produced through this city. It is all movement.
Thank God Rolfur is not in charge of looking up all those deeds that people no longer have.
I'm sorry, you have to move. You don't actually own this.
I think the better thing to do would just be refilling out the deeds so that they do.
Yeah,
At
but
a certain point, it's
not
theirs.
paperwork.
No, you just got to fill out some paperwork to now claim the deed.
Sounds like
Abandoned
Dr.
property,
Moon. That's not his shtick.
Would in the event that we wanted to encourage people into entrepreneurship, into production, would the city have essentially the raw resources available to make something?
There is access to jungle, so there's wood and some fruit on the outskirts of it. There's access to sea, although with the number of ships that travel through here, the sea life is very pocketed. A lot of the immediate area ends up kind of hollowed out as there's less living.
But
It's
it is
overfished.
access to salt, so
So it's not that there aren't anything that can be done, but a lot of things would be relying on, say, all these goods that are coming through, because there is access to much through what is traveling through the city.
yeah, maybe something that could be imported, assembled here, and then shipped back out.
What I'm hearing is that this city is populated and waiting for a reason to be successful, and that screams holy city to me.
Yeah, like a tourist attraction.
I mean, I do believe that there is a number of you who do not have stronghold.
For a home, so
That's true.
Yeah, any of you can claim this as a stronghold.
Yeah, this is far enough out.
The only guy will be the great city.
And it's like, I've got my stronghold, and Bob's got his.
Yep, so it really comes down to the three of us, which probably not so good for Rolfur, but...
I mean, Terry, wouldn't
Why
you?
wouldn't it be good for me?
What? Because because the history here would put you in direct conflict with Ryzen. What's the name of your city, Bob?
Nexin?
Nexin.
No, it wouldn't. Nexin owns his city. It wouldn't put me in conflict
didn't-
at all.
Kingdom.
Yeah, but didn't this city go downhill though because of shit that happened?
Because
moving
the
things to
wealthiest
Nexin?
people here moved to Nexin.
Yeah.
Because Nexin is now the seat of power, so those that weren't killed from the power struggle moved to Nexin because that's where the power is now. And why live in a mansion here where I cannot influence things? I need to move there, so I'm going to the parties with the king and able to... Because, I'm sorry, the noble power is basically the same as the modern-day power of the... Thank You for Smoking is about them. Lobbyists.
Yeah.
It's lobbyists. That's what the nobles... power is lobbying the king for things to happen in a way that
Yep.
favor them. That is what the noble does to hold their power. They're lobbyists.
I was just saying that Bob's Nexus is in the way of anyone trying to come after your city on land.
Yeah, honestly, if anyone came after this city, they would have to deal with the Nexin army.
When I called dibs, I was like, well, guardianship, alright.
Alright.
I mean, Stan, you find at least low-level illness common.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, start a hospital, make a teaching school for medical professionals. I mean,
I'll do
if you
that.
can
Just
make
take
the
a
money
building.
to do that.
Over a mansion and convert it over.
Okay. Well,
So, if anyone's thinking to work towards Strongfold, let me know and we can do that. But otherwise, you spend some time getting to that, probably healing some people in the city as you go, figuring out the details and really history of what happened to the city. And you recognize some of the names and titles as you go through it from the play that you once saw about.
Yeah.
Rolfur. You head to the west. By the time you get sort of to the western wall of the city and out the gate, over the trees you can just spot the tip of the tower.
Oh, it's like outside the city?
Yes, it is outside the city. It's probably about an hour's walk.
Guess you don't want wizards training Fireball next to the city. Or in the city.
That's why it's over there.
Makes sense.
When you get to the tower, first off, it is a single tower, but it is immense. You would gather probably 50 stories tall.
Big tower.
Very wide. Probably...
you know what they say about wizards with big towers?
Big books.
Big bucks.
Cannot lie.
Big magic circles.
The base of the tower, say 500 feet diameter.
I guess that's big.
Yes.
I don't have conceptions of that sort of space.
Enough that it still feels like that it feels like a decent sized tower. Enough that it played with your mind seeing it from a distance. That it looked like it was probably shorter and smaller.
It's much. It's like close to. It's probably more than 10 times the width of your house.
It's a skyscraper. You have found a skyscraper. It's round.
Like it's a city block practically.
Yeah, it's a skyscraper.
Hey, I understand what a city block is.
Yeah. But yeah. And there are a number of notable entrances. Well, the stone it's made of seems sturdy, and it's very simple, cylindrical. It seems very simple out here. You can tell that there were ornamentation in certain areas along the walls that has been pried off and removed. You can see where things used to adorn it and not replace, just things removed from the outside of it. But otherwise, you're in front of a tower.
Does it have a door? I look for a door.
Has a few.
Has a few of them?
Yes.
Then I pick one of them.
Only entering one door at a time. Very human of you.
That's what makes me so smart.
You walk in, you knock, what do you...
Yeah, whichever door's facing the city.
Okay.
And yeah, I knock on that door.
Okay. And the door, a few seconds later, is opened. And you see before you just a twirling mass of moving air.
Well, does it speak common? I ask if it speaks common.
Oh, yes. How may I help? Just like hearing the words over the rush of wind.
Oh, then yes. I am the new god of grave and remembrance, and I was hoping to peruse your books.
The books of the tower are for its residents.
May I apply to be a resident?
And it just sort of turns and moves inward to the tower.
Does it leave the door open?
It does.
Then that's an invitation. I follow it.
This room is probably about 12 feet tall, and there are just decorations. From what you've known, you know it's just permanent illusion, but just sort of almost of a moving starscape in the sky as the ceiling above.
Is it accurate to the starscape of this area? I saw it last night, therefore I remember it.
No. But it is moving.
Yeah.
It is as if an accelerated period of time.
Right.
As in you're getting probably, guessing by the movement speed, you're probably getting a year's worth of the sky moving over the course of a day. So it's more tracking where the movement of the stars rather than their current position.
Neat.
Alright.
Is this morning?
That you're here, it's mid afternoon. Probably mid afternoon by the time you walk out here.
So I mean, these should be like what, fall stars right now?
Yeah, I guess, sure, yeah.
Some of the fall stars?
Yeah.
Just trying to pinpoint how accurate this star map is. Gotta do something while I'm following the probably told what to do animate elemental.
You do notice, as you enter this room, that other than obvious a few support pillars, around which there are stairs, that go up to closed trapdoors. There's plenty of just sort of outer seating. There's just a few people hanging around, lounging, seating, discussing things amongst each other. You also can kind of spot at the other three doors the other 3 elements.
I chose the door of wind.
So,
Unless this is one of those weird places where metal is an element.
no,
It's sharpness. Sharpness is the element.
no, it's the 4 you think of.
Heart.
Did not make the list.
Everyone cuts out heart, the most powerful power of all.
Mind control.
Well, not just mind control, it was important to show that you can't fight evil without passion.
Without mind control.
By the way, yes, it will lead you to sort of a inner table, and as it sort of gestures towards the papers on the table, that kind of flutter up into the... and it kind of gestures there, and then walks back floats back towards the door.
Is it a test?
If you'll do it, it is an application form. Really, just a lot of obnoxious paperwork you're having to...
Oh no!
Obnoxious, you mean glorious.
Not paperwork.
Like I said, there are also other people in this room presently, so...
Are they also filling out applications?
No, they're sitting around talking to each other.
Oh, I guess I start going through this application.
Okay. So you start filling that out.
So I guess these other people are probably wizards then.
Most likely.
You wizards.
It is asking about your arcane skills.
Well, that's a good point.
Point and shoot.
Would they qualify my ability to summon up the dead wizards to talk with an arcane skill?
You don't know. I mean, there's a spot where you can just fill out stuff.
Oh, then yeah.
What do you fill out? That?
I
And
definitely list my ability as the god of remembrance to summon the souls of the dead to talk with.
What is special about you? I is a god.
Is God half dead?
Will travel.
all right. And what do you do with it? Like, he didn't tell you what to do. He just sort of gestured to it and left.
Oh, I just asked the people nearby what I do with the application.
Make a luck check.
Luck check.
Can I take it for him?
Jump
I need to.
stat.
I need to take a divine ability. Let me take luck checks for people.
Oh, that's fun. Holy crap! Yeah, it's got to be like the first natural 20 I've rolled this entire dang game. So what's that? I think I had like what, +2 luck. So 22.
22. Let me see. One guy's just older, risen, robed fella.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
it's red, red hair and beard with sort of streaks of gray in it. You're saying you're a god,
I got a new one, not that strong yet, but yeah.
like that Jack fellow?
He's not working with the team. He's doing his own thing, but yeah, he's one too. More of an independent spirit, that one.
Would you please say pantheon rather than team?
Team. You're not there.
We're a team!
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like he would remember the preference.
It's like, you
God,
guys are all on the same team.
Summon up the dead, eh?
Yes. Do you have somebody you want to talk to?
Yeah, there might be some useful things.
Yeah, it's been pretty useful for gathering information so far.
Why do you want to, I mean, powerful. So, if you do what you say. Why do you want to... Doesn't sound like you're doing a whole lot of wizardry.
No. I pursued the bardic arcanes myself.
You know...
I was a apprentice to a wizard for a while, though.
Okay.
But it wasn't my passion. No, I'm here for your books.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty wizardy to me.
It's like, to be clear, I'm just using you for your books.
Yeah. We have nice books. So, yeah.
Trying to gather information, trying to figure out what happened to the old gods, and to help make sure to build the new pantheon stronger.
Anyone we would know?
Anywho, what would know?
You said you studied under a wizard.
You know, I bet I didn't write it down in my own paperwork.
You shall not be named anymore.
Kildrak Dankle is a dwarf.
Dwarf, yeah. I've seen him recently.
But yeah, I apprentice under him.
Same. Anyways, yeah. How about, come back tomorrow. I'll see what I can do.
Sure.
Bring your magics.
Always.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I just go back to town.
Another hour back, probably evening by the time you actually return.
Well, time to go visit the governor.
Okay. Otherwise, old man, I need you to make an investigation check.
Rude.
Alright.
Boop. 28.
28? Okay. So you start to make some leads on figuring out where to go. And probably pick up in the evening as you're all figuring some things out next time. So join us for that. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff.